because you know what it feels like to not play at all.
Hinson trying for his third three of the game, that time back rim. Offensive board, Federico. Other corner for Elliott. Swirls in for three. Elliott, step back three. Got it. Panthers get their first lead of the night. And a turnover. Hinson in transition. Forward to Elliott. Another three ball. Drills it.
Guys, you go underneath those screens, they're going to make you pay. And Elliott,
high pressure defense by the Panthers. Madlock takes the runner. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Greg Elliott. Panthers push the other way. Elliott, alley-oop pass, Hinson. Clear for takeoff.
Two guys known for their three-point shooting, getting out in transition, pushing the ball, throw it up to your big fella, let him finish it.
We've seen his versatility on display all season.
They don't have a lot of depth at the guard spot, so keeping Cummings on the floor is very important to run the point, but they're doing a nice job of handling this pressure.
Matthias Graham with 11 points and another 2v1 situation with Pitt.
Found an angle with the gap, but Pitt continues just to easily break this press.
Elliott sees a seam and finishes at the cup.
I think Jeff Capel has been okay with it for the most part because he's seeing those results in practice, is what he said after the game on Tuesday. It hasn't materialized in the games yet.
Clear out some space there at 6'9", 275. Oh, he can take up a lot of real estate inside. The former Big South Player of the Year. Down low, and the dunk. The finish by Blake Henson. The lead back to the Wolfpack. He's got 11. Elliott in his drive and one. Greg Elliott with the answer.
For Coach Capel. Elliott leans in and one. Greg Elliott, who had a sensational game, and the foul.
And a great job by Pitt attacking the 1-2-2 full court pressure from Sacred Heart. Greg Elliott, the one spot you got to get the ball to against any full court pressure is the middle. Great shot fake. Didn't settle for the free throw line jump shot.
Elliott trying to spin off, goes glass and puts it in.
Yeah, tough finish there by Greg Elliott. Seems to be a little out of rhythm here, but a good job by Greg Elliott. Good spin move, under control, nice and high off that. Throughout the rest of the season, I think Jeff Capel is going to be a really happy coach.
3 assists, also 3 blocks to add to his team-leading best 14 heading into today. Henson from deep, that's good.
Elliott, strong finish. Quickly the other way, Abar, challenged by Federico. Elliott, alley-oop, Federico dunks it.
He finishes, and then you always like to give the big guy a little sugar, so you throw him the...
And you had said it, 5 different players have hit a three-pointer too, so I mean, it's going for him tonight. Elliott, wow. Elliott Henson from Elliott, heads up.
He's just so tough because even you go back to the Michigan-Ohio State games, Doug, like Baycott, even when he catches it in the mid-post, he uses that extended dribble to get himself to the basket.
Clark the drive. Pitt incensed. They thought it was a travel. Virginia turns it over anyway. Elliott over to Burton. Count it.
Throws that drift pass. And Pittsburgh gets a steal off. This counts as a fast break point. Now, you know, Tony Bennett's not going to be pleased about giving up any fast break point.
Elliott feeds it off. Federico again from the low post. Against the number 11 team of the country. Fun finish come.
They get better as the game goes on.
And in both of those games, they were down by as many as 9 points in the second half against ranked opponents before coming back to win those games. Playing from 2 points up now. Burton going to try to work on P.J. Hall. Back out to Elliott spotting it. And he buries the triple.
Notice the spacing. The best time to knock down a 3 is off a delivery from inside. Why? Doug, when you're growing up, you go in the backyard.
Here's the grad from Charlotte. Started originally at Texas Tech, Wichita State, and now at Pitt. Turned over by the Blue Devils. Panthers in transition, and here is Federico. First on the Panthers.
This is a great steal by Elliott, and Federico, he's trailing the play, but he just beats everybody else down the court. Young has to strike.
Offensive rebound from Diaz-Graham. Elliott spinning on Sturdivant for a tough two.
Just a great move there. Drives and spins off away from contact.
Point I was kind of waiting to see if Ellis is going to create. He'll take it on the drive, turn it over to Burton. Here comes Cummings. 3-on-2 into the corner. Elliott tees up a three, and it's good. And there'll be a foul on Henson. He knocked, I believe, Withers to the deck.
The points in the paint totals 12-4 in favor of Louisville. Oh, what a pass.
Federico.
And again, Wes, that's not a post-up move. He just puts himself inside in an open spot.
10 on the timer. Burton goes to work. Elliott fires a three. Count it! Plus the foul!
Jamarius Burton, we talked about it. His playmaking ability to Elliott for the three.
Classic case of three-point shooting, too. Florida State 7 of 12. Pittsburgh just 2 of 12. Greg Elliott.
We knew there would be three-point shooting in this one. It is not disappointing. Carno. Federico clears it.
Both teams will look to push. Both teams will look to shoot the three in transition.
Elliott.
Real simple pass by Burton. 1-2. Step-in threes are good.
Top four right now, chasing Virginia and Clemson, but also at the bigger picture, Pitt trying to get back into the NCAA tournament. That'll help. Guillermo Diaz.
This time off a nice little pin down, good read, and then the strength.
Cross-court pass, finds Elliott. This time, takes it inside, lays it off for Federico.
And this was the matchup he was on. And so it looks like they're going to try to get Miller.
Inside to Omier, ripped away.
Activity right here with their hands, great. And
that's a really big game for North Carolina State.
Here is Elliott, a spot up two. Greg Elliott's first basket.
Just one of those he just happened to get caught. So, again, good job. They took a look at it, and I think it's the right call. Veteran officiating crew.
He's the guy that flips a switch now for Pitt at both ends of the floor.
And here's that switch we were talking about.
There's an Elliott three.
Oh, and that's a great sign for Pitt. When Elliott gets rolling.
7 seconds to shoot. Cummings in attack mode. Floater, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Love his mid-range game.
To put the ball on the deck.
Henson had the three spin out. Diaz-Graham the rebound. Elliott tries to answer and does. Going to the timeout a moment ago. Here's Elliott against Collins. Nice pass. Diaz-Graham catching layup.
In the first half.
Well, Kelly at 6'6", and his ability and skill set, he's got to hunt the basketball.
Henson from the outside. He's got 9.
First look at 24 in orange, Kadir Copeland. Also, Samir Torrens still out there. Here's Henson. Rhythm three in transit. Those are too easy. Oscar Robertson's alma mater in Indianapolis. He was going to go to prep school originally out of high school, and then maybe IUPUI, and then another dunk to rival it. Basketball is presented by Subway, and this offense is presented by the Pitt Panthers.
I also like him as a big screener to open up things for this group.
Right,
There's the touch.
Big height advantage on Ryan.
You got to win this matchup. You got to win this one.
Backs him down, drops it off beautifully for Elliott.
Midway through this first half, Isaiah Wong's been quiet. Risky cross-court pass, and it's intercepted.
Saved the basketball, and then Terry with the kick ahead.
And Terry deflected. Moore got it, and then he tried to fire it ahead to Terry and didn't get enough on it. Henson a deep three.
Think about that you want to shoot specifically from beyond the three-point arc, you would want that to be either Tyrese Proctor or Mark Mitchell, simply because those guys who are capable of making threes don't shoot it at the high clip that you see from Filipowski.